What's up racers, RacerBeast here and welcome back to another CSR 2 video. Now I am here with Ringbrothers Camaro Uncle Sam, and in this video I am going to show you a good live racing setup for this car. Now this car was introduced during the American road trip event, and in my opinion this is one of the better Camaros out there. It's a very quick car for tier 5. Maxed out this can run below 7.0 seconds. Okay, so a lot of people who have this car at max setup use it in Supermax lobbies because of that. But I prefer to use this car in slightly different way. I have a low performance point, high Evo live racing setup on this one, and this allows me to use it in lot of lower lobbies such as 10-second or even 11-second lobbies. Okay, so this car has a lot of different effective live racing setups. It's really a very good live racer. If you have this car in your garage but haven't built it already, you may consider building this one because it's definitely worth it. Okay, so with that being said, let's check out the live racing setup that I have. Let's have a look at the upgrades. I have engine at stage 1, turbo at stage 3, intake at stage 3, nitrous at stage 3, body at stage 5, tires at stage 3, and transmission at stage 5. Okay, so for this particular setup you do not need any stage 6 parts at all. Okay, only stage 5 is enough. So this gives me a low performance point of 657 and Evo point of 1809. So this is a low PP high Evo setup. As I always mentioned in my previous videos, having a low PP high Evo setup gives you a significant lobby advantage. Quite often you will get placed into lobbies where your opponents are running much slower than you, and as long as you don't go all out, as long as you control your runs, you won't get bumped up that easily. Okay, and still get those wins. So with that being said, let's have a look at the tuning for the setup. Now keep in mind, as far as the tuning goes, your tuning might be slightly different than mine depending upon what fusions you have, but this is just to give you a baseline. Okay, so if you are missing few fusions, you will need to adjust your tuning accordingly. So for me, nitrous all the way to the right, final drive at 3.16 and tire pressure at 8 psi. So this gives me a dyno of 10.618. So I am dynoing somewhere around a 10.6 and probably capable of running even faster than that. But keep in mind, I have a low performance point high Evo setup. Okay, so I have a lobby advantage over my opponents anyways. So in this case, you don't need to go all out. In fact, in lot of live races that I had with this car, I was quite often paired with people running 10.7 or even a 10.8. So those guys were probably dynoed even much slower, and they were all beating dyno, and even with all of that they were still not able to beat me at all. Okay, whereas me on the other hand, unlike them, I was capable of running much faster, but since I anyways had a lobby advantage, I was trying to control my runs and trying to go as slow as I can, and even after all of that I was still beating them and wasn't getting bumped up at all. Okay, so this confirms that due to a low performance point high Evo setup, I had the lobby advantage and was placed into a much slower lobby. So yeah guys, this is the beauty of having such a setup. Now before you get into live races, let's do a test run, and I will also show you the shift pattern for this car, because the shift pattern at this setup is slightly different than what you will normally use at max setup. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so let's see what we ran there. We ran at 10.555 with a dyno of 10.618. Okay, so this car is definitely beating dyno, but keep in mind, you have a low performance point high Evo setup, so you will anyways have a lobby advantage. So you don't need to beat dyno, you don't need to go all out. In fact, you need to control your runs and try to go as slow as you can. Okay, otherwise you will risk getting bumped up. Yeah guys, this is the live racing setup. Now I have a few live races that I mentioned before to show you, but I'm going to stop my commentary. Enjoy the live races guys. This is RacerBeast signing off. See you in another video. Bye.
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery, and you and I, we got history. Yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in mystery. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name?